So far, all of the different apps that we've discussed have been built-in Switch accessible, and we haven't had to go into the iPad settings to turn on Switch accessibility. However, there are tons of apps out there that our students enjoy using that aren't already Switch accessible, but we can use iPad recipes to make them Switch accessible. In order to do that, go to your iPad settings, scroll down until you see accessibility. Click that, and then over on the right hand side, scroll down until you see switch control and press that. You should also see recipes and click that. Now you'll see a list of custom-made recipes that go along with the apps on this iPad. At the end, you'll see launch recipe. Click that. Now that you've done that, you won't have to go through all of those steps again in order to get here. Just leave it on this page so that you can go back and forth between the different recipes. If for some reason you get out of it, the easiest way to get back is to go to search and search for recipe, and it should pop right up. I have the different apps sectioned off into different areas depending on which recipe works with them. So the first group works with the center recipe. So I'm going to check center and then hit the home button. Now I'm going to go to the group of apps that use the center recipe. Once here, I'm going to click the home button 3 times quickly. If you've used guided access, you'll be familiar with this. And then click switch control. Notice that it said that it's configured to use the center recipe. Make sure that it says that so that you know you're using the right one. Now we can use any of the apps in this section. So on the top row we have a bunch of peekaboo apps, and they all basically work the same. There's going to be something that's knocking and making noise, and you need to guess what it is, and then you hit the center of the screen and it shows up. But instead of touching the screen, our switch is going to do that for us.
Rooster.
So did you notice the little gray circle in the center of the screen? That was the recipe working. That basically is like a finger touching the center of the iPad screen. For the Pikazoos, make sure you pick guided tour.
Alligator.
Beanie is a wonderful app that teaches all the different instruments in an orchestra.
Oboe.
For Alley-Boo, just keep in mind that only the level 1 games work with this recipe. And finally, we have Tar Heel gameplay. And this is wonderful because you have access to all of the videos in this collection. So just search for what you're looking for and then play it, and almost all of them work with this recipe.
5 little elves went out one day and hopped up into Santa's sleigh. Santa Claus said, ho, 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 ho.